Socialism is an economic system characterized by public ownership and centralized planning of industries such as manufacturing, services and energies, banks and insurance companies, agribusiness and such. Under capitalism, these enterprises are dominated in the economy by privately owned and operated for the purpose of generating wealth for their owners by extracting it from working people who are only paid a small fraction of this for their labor produces. Socialism turns this around so that the class that produces the wealth can collectively decide how it is and how it will be used to benefit everybody. As African American poet and communist Langston Hughes wrote in Good Morning Revolution, together we can make everything, factories, arsenals, houses, ships, railroads, forests, fields, orchards, and turn them over to people who work. Rule them and run them for us people who work. Real socialism is, by definition, democratic. It is economic as well as political democracy. Many capitalist countries boast of democratic institutions, but this is an illusion because their political power is in the hands of those who hold the most wealth. Socialism prioritizes human needs and eliminates the profit motive that drives war, ecological destruction, and inequalities based on things such as gender, nationality, and sexuality. Like capitalism, socialism must be international so that global resources can be shared. No country can be truly independent because we depend on a global economy. And until capitalism is defeated internationally, it will continue to sabotage efforts to build socialism. In the U.S., the wealthiest and most powerful country in the world, it is necessary to any country being able to determine its own destiny. There are different types of socialism. Most socialists identify themselves as Marxists in recognition of Karl Marx, who discovered the economic laws underlying capitalism. Marx and his lifelong collaborator, Friedrich Engels, laid the foundation of the Marxist economics. Any method of social analysis, this is known as historical materialism. There's also something called Leninism, which denotes the concept of disciplined revolutionary party and the principled intransit vision of Vladimir Ilyich. Vladimir Ilyich Lenin is the key leader of the 1917 Russian Revolution. He works on imperialism, the nature of the state, and the rights of national minorities, and how they are central components of the socialist tradition. Trotskyism is the continuation of the Marxist and Leninist current led by Leon Trotsky. There's also the socialist feminism, which was developed in the late 1960s and early 1970s by founders of the Freedom Socialist Party and radical women. It is the Marxist, Leninist, and Trotsky tendencies that acknowledges the most oppressed sector of the modern working class, and it is composed of women, particularly women of color, whose life experience of the exploitation gives them the strength and determination to carry through all revolution against all forms of oppression. Socialist feminists recognize the leadership of working women, people of color, queers, and other multiply afflicted capitalism. Socialist feminists orient to grassroots rank-and-file women and men rather than to the predominantly white male aristocrats who make up the union bureaucracy. Several currents that emerged from the socialist and consumist movement have lost their revolutionary character and mistaste the basic principles of socialism's founders. These include the social democrats, social reformers who support mere electoral revision of the capitalist system. Some socialist countries are Cuba, North Korea, Venezuela, China, England, France, and countries like that. There are three main types of socialist governments: Trotskyism, Leninism, and Marxism.